All right, hey there everyone, CPO here, and in this video I'm going to do what I promised I would do in a former video, which is talk about how I have locked down my Boox device. So any of the Onyx Boox devices, I'm assuming are going to work the same way. This happens to be a Note3, and yeah, so one of the challenges I have with Boox, which is fairly a common issue that a lot of people struggle with, is the fact that they tend to have a lot of background traffic. They're constantly phoning home. Nobody seems to really know why. A lot of people don't seem to really think it's suspect. It may or may not be sending your personal and private data to some server in China. I don't know. But I have looked at it enough to decide I don't want constant communication to the Boox environment, including QQ.com and all of that stuff. So I just decided to shut that down. You may or may not care about that kind of thing. So the challenge is the communication is happening at the root level, and we do not have root access to these devices by default. And it's still questionable about whether or not all of them can be successfully rooted. I think there's a lot of progress being made in that right now, but a lot of people aren't comfortable with doing that. So I wanted to come up with a way that I could do this with non-root access, and here's my solution. So this is just my cover here. The way I'm doing this is with an app called NetGuard, and NetGuard is a no root firewall that you can have complete control over your network traffic. And it does that by basically creating a VPN on your device and then routes all of your traffic through the VPN, but it doesn't really send it anywhere. It just discards the traffic that you don't want to go back out. So you can see here, devices connected to NetGuard. You are connected to NetGuard, which can monitor your network activity, including emails, apps, websites, and then you can check your OpenVPN settings. So the way this works is it makes your computer think, makes your device think that you're using a VPN connection to go outbound. So all of your traffic gets routed through there, and then you have complete control over it. Now, NetGuard is another product. It's like, well, how much do I trust NetGuard? The good news about NetGuard is it is freely open. All of the source code is available for viewing. They have a free version and they have a premium version. I'm actually using the premium version, the pro version. So you can see here, I've enabled the ability to view the blocked traffic log, filter traffic on like an IP or protocol basis. I can get new app notifications if something new is trying to phone out that hasn't been detected before. Network speed graph, appearance. I don't really care about all of that stuff. Really what I wanted the ability to do was do the traffic log, and I wanted to enable PCAP access. And I'll show you a little bit about this here in a minute, but you can see I have PCAP enabled. That's a packet capture protocol. It's pretty standard. And then I can export into a PCAP log and then do some in-depth network analysis on this device. So, yeah. So this is all traffic that's blocked, by the way. So you can see here, it's updating real time while we're talking. And these are all from the UID 1000, which is root level applications. So there is a lot of apps on here at the system level that are using 1000, and it doesn't really, you can't really dig in here, but it will show you sort of a list. And house service, Android system, content browser, dynamic system updater. There's a whole bunch of them using the same UID. It tells you what protocol, whether it's UDP or TCP, that it's trying to contact. And to be fair, some of this stuff is just NTP, right? I have it set to automatically set the time from the network, right? So I could go in here and enable one of these NTP servers so that that can happen. I really haven't done that yet because I don't think my time needs to be updated continuously. But you can see here just pages and pages of traffic that is being blocked. Again, this is stuff that is not being permitted. And the way I have all this stuff unpermitted is by not allowing any of these system apps to contact the internet. And you can see like it's trying to log in to qq.com. It tries a whole bunch of other different things, and it's constant. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and clear this list so that you can see like there is no content. I will turn off my network. Now, obviously the network's off. It's enforcing 0 rules. 0 are allowed, 157 are blocked because there's no network. So it's just blocking everything. When I turn this on, look, even with it off, no network connectivity. It's still like constantly trying to connect. When I turn Wi-Fi back on, it's going to allow the 3 that I have explicitly allowed, and then 154 applications on this are still going to be blocked. And it's just constantly trying to connect out. So the 3 applications I have allowed are my Bible app, my Chrome app, and my Kindle app. Bible is what I use for daily Bible study. I've got a reading plan, all that stuff. I want that to update and sync. Chrome I want for internet browsing that I have control over. Not I don't use the standard Neo browser. There's a couple reasons. One of them is Chrome will allow me to download images that I can then in turn use for screensavers. The Neo browser doesn't let you download images, which is really weird. But so I use Chrome and I use Kindle. And I want to be able to sync with my Kindle library and purchase books online and get them from the library and all that stuff. Everything else is shut down. So all of these system apps are all shut down. And you can go in and sort of see what is trying to access what, like Android system. I can come in here and see the type of connections it's trying to make. These are all blocked connections. NTP stuff, log in at QQ, ping it. So it's trying to like identify whether or not it's got internet access. At any time, if there's something that I'm like, you know what, I want this application to be able to do something, I can go in and enable that. So I'll just pick one randomly. I'm not going to do it, but see, I can just hit allow, and then it will allow that from here on out. Or if I want to explicitly block it, I can block it. If I'm not sure who it is, I could just do a who is on it, and it will go tell me who this is and where it is. So that one in particular is UpCloud SG Send1.net. It's in Finland. Don't know what it is. Don't really care. It's blocked, so I'm not super worried about it. Let me just get rid of all these other tabs here. But I can always go back here and get back to NetGuard. So this is the master like on-off switch, and then I can shut down all traffic. Like if I just want to shut down everything, I can do that with a switch. But right now we're in the log. I can explicitly allow, let's say, you know, I downloaded, what other apps do I have on here? I don't have, I have Hidden Settings, which is an app I downloaded so that I could get to the actual Android settings. That is explicitly blocked. It also is trying to contact the internet for a variety of reasons. I don't know who owns this app. I don't trust them any more than I trust anybody else, even though they don't have root access. I don't need them contacting the internet, so I just have that turned off. Hidden Settings is kind of cool, actually, because in general, with the Boox devices, you don't have access to all the Android settings. But with Hidden Settings, I can come in here and get access to all the usual Android settings that you're used to seeing on an Android device. So that's sort of why I have that there. At any rate, that's where we're at. Again, it's called NetGuard, and you can find it on the Google Play Store. You can also find it on GitHub. And as a matter of fact, if you get the pro version by donating, you will download that directly from GitHub and then sideload it to your Android device. You'll get the APK, and then you can move it over via USB. Usually what I'll do is, I will connect the USB to my computer and then just move it into the download folder. And you can see right there, NetGuard v2.290 release APK. That's the version that I have. I also sideloaded Chrome and the Bible app. I sideloaded everything. I don't even have Google Play enabled on this. I just find the APKs and then add them. I can also find them, for example, on Chrome and download them there. So the benefit of being able to have Chrome have access is I can do, let's see here, NetGuard Pro. So there it is on Google Play, NetGuard No Root Firewall. And let's see, let me find it on GitHub for you. This is honestly where I would get it, preferably instead of trying to download it from Google. I would go here to github.com m66b/NetGuard, and then the most stable releases, most recently updated 20 days ago. So what you do is you have access right here to the APK. And then if you're on Google Chrome, you can just download it, and which I've already downloaded, and then run it from there. So, and all of the source code is available. If you want to go check out the actual code that is happening, you certainly have access to all of these C files that you can peruse at your leisure. Anyway, guys, that's it. Hopefully that helps. NetGuard, lots of setting options in here. You know, boy, I don't even know how to go in. The one thing I did do, advanced options, manage system apps. That's the key, right? Is that's what shuts down. That's not on by default. That's what shuts down all of the back-end crap. You can play around with all the settings, but you need manage system apps enabled. That's part of the free version. What is not part of the free version is some of the advanced logging stuff. But if you don't need that, you can get away with the free version without an issue. And by default, it puts all of your unblocked apps up at the top, so I can quickly see. And I leave it so that in the notification bar, I can always see 3 are allowed, 154 are blocked. Now, I did also do a test through a firewall verification to make sure that there was no data sneaking out around this VPN NetGuard solution, and everything is being routed through NetGuard. I couldn't find any evidence of traffic getting around this, and you see that key up in here. That tells you that it's has a VPN enabled. Yeah, and then you've got this right here again, device connected to NetGuard. And so yeah, everything goes through NetGuard. You control what gets out and what doesn't. If I wanted to lock down Bible app, I just hit that. Now Bible app can't get out. Chrome can't get out. Kindle can't get out. Like, it's that easy to enable and disable apps. And then I just leave all the system ones disabled. Oops, somehow I managed to turn enable root from the cellular, which it doesn't have cellular service anyway on this device, but zero impact. And then you can come in here and see what any particular service is doing whenever you want. Ant-Howl service. I don't know what this is for, but it is connecting, trying to connect to QQ.com, Onyx International. The other thing is, which is kind of interesting, is in the log, you can enable to show organizations and names and all that stuff. So I can see like where things are. Like QQ is Tencent. I did find something interesting in here that I'm pretty sure Onyx International showed it was the organization was Alibaba. So maybe they're owned by Alibaba. I'm not sure. But yeah, you can just see it's like constant. It's constantly trying to connect or do things. And so anytime I'm connected to the internet, which is pretty much all the time now that I have it locked down so that my other stuff can sync at will, all this stuff is just discarded, never goes anywhere. Anyway, guys, that's it. Hope that helps you. Again, NetGuard No Root Firewall. That's what you want. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next.